Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my book slump and trying to get out of it as well. I'm hoping filming a book video will also help me get back into my reading habits. So it's been a little over 2 months since I've read a book, which was crazy because I was reading several books a month, and to just go from reading to just nothing has made me so sad. But the thing is the last book that I read put me in the book slump, and the last book that I read is Love from Scratch. Like, it wasn't like the worst book ever, but it just obviously wasn't the best, and I don't know, I think just a lot of things irritated me in the book and it just put me into a slump. And then after I finished reading this, I think I finished reading this June 2nd or June 3rd, either way. It's currently August 9th, so it's been just a tad over 2 months just because of this book. Oh, and it drives me nuts. But after I finished that book, I tried to start reading Damsel, and that just wasn't a good idea because this book is super difficult to read. I only got set to page 7, so I didn't read much. I will read it eventually. It just wasn't good to read after a book that I didn't enjoy. But the thing is, it's hard to explain. It's like Old English, but not. But then there are so many words in here because it's a fantasy book that I'm like, excuse me? What does that mean? I don't understand. So eventually I will read it, and especially since I loved the movie so much. But it just wasn't the best idea to try and start this book after this dumb book. So I think that kind of put me in a little bit more of a slump. But then I also tried to read this after Damsel, and I think I only read like 2 pages. But a few days ago, I decided to just try and pick it back up, and I got from page 2 to I got through half of page 18. So I read a few pages at least the other day, but I obviously want to get back into it so much more and all the way again. Because I've even thought like, oh, how many books? Because my book goal for this year is to read 30 books, and I believe I've read 12. And I'm like, oh my goodness, in those 2 months, how many books could I have read? Even say I read 10 books. I could be so close to my goal already, but it's okay. I can pick back up on it. And I'm hoping just filming this book vlog will help me. I've also been starting to watch book vlogs again. I'm just trying everything I can to get back into my reading habits because I did not realize how hard it was to get out of a book slump. But moving on from Love from Scratch and everything, this book that made me get into it, I can't with the book. So I'm currently starting to read The Summer of Broken Rules, and I do enjoy it. I am enjoying it. I can tell that it's going to be a good book, but I think what's so funny is I think because I'm trying to get out of the book slump, everything is kind of irritating me in this. Even down to like the sofa. She explained what their vacation cottage looks like, and yeah, right here I was like, that's ugly. She said okay, a faded green and white striped love seat facing the small TV positioned in between the 2 front windows. But like, a green and white striped love seat, that wouldn't have irritated me as much if I were still reading, but since I'm trying to get into reading, I'm like, that's so ugly. Like, and then I'm just like fixated on a sofa. Then I can't move on from that because I'm like, it's ugly, no, what? So I'm gonna try to get past just the sofa and try to read this. But it's also like, it's kind of like a slow burn so far, and I kind of want to read a book that I can get like romance right from the beginning. I'm just not sure out of all of my books that I don't know which one has like romance straight from the start. I'm thinking one of these books, these three, the Throw Like a Girl, the Fill-In Boyfriend, or Float. I'm just not really sure. I'm kind of leaning towards Throw Like a Girl, but I just don't know how fast the romance is in this book. But look how cute this cover is. I love it. I'm going to try to give this book one more chance before I try another book. So I'm on page 18, halfway through page 18, and there's page 31 until chapter 3. So I'm going to read 18 through 31 real quick just to get through this chapter, and then I will update you guys after I'm done with chapter 2. I cannot get comfortable with this clip. I'm taking my hair out. Okay, I'm pausing my book just for a second to talk about this. My mom always thinks it's so funny the way like I sit to read, like, because typically like I don't ever really lay down a lot to read. I will sit up and just like rest. Like I will literally just be like this. I will sit up like all arched, careful with my shirt, just chillin', or like I don't know, I will do the weird, like most weirdest positions. Hang on. Okay, so I'll show you guys real quick. I'll kind of sit to the side. I usually do sit this way, but I don't want you guys to see like up my shorts or down my shirt, so I'll do it this way. I will literally like one foot out and just go like this, and I can read like this for hours. And it does hurt eventually, but I will just like this, or sometimes like I don't even know, I'll be like I'll just read like this. Just like, I don't know, in the craziest position. So but I tried to just lay down and look normal for the camera. Okay, I just read to page 20, I believe. Yes. But I'm gonna pause here for a minute because I have to go out and do a few errands. So once I get back home, I will talk to you guys more and read some more. Also, I need to put earrings on. I just forgot. I just noticed that I don't have earrings on. I always feel so naked without earrings, so oh my goodness. But I'll be back in a little bit. All right, besties, it is hours later. I did read a little bit more, but I can't get into it right now, you guys. So I only got to page 20. So I think I read a page and a half. I think so. So I went ahead and grabbed my Throw Like a Girl, and I kind of just skimmed through the first few pages, and I think I looked kind of quickly at the first like 30 pages, and there's romance, and it was like, oh, he gave me a sly smile. So I think I can get into this book a lot quicker and a lot faster and easier than The Summer of Broken Rules. I will read this eventually, obviously, maybe even next after this, but I think this can help me get out of my slump. Also, I see her name is Danielle. Oh my goodness! So I'm very excited to read this. Isn't this, I know I said this earlier, but this cover is just so cute. I love it. Oh my goodness. If only she had green eyes, that could be me. So I'm gonna start this book either tonight or tomorrow and hope that it's so good and gets me out of my slump. I really have a feeling that this one will, so please, Throw Like a Girl, be good to me, please. I want out of this book slump so bad. So bad. But I think filming this video, talking about books, and everything has already started helping me. Even just by doing it today, it's already helping, I can tell, but I'm just hoping this book will just be perfect and help me get out of the slump all the way. All right, besties, that's going to be it for today's video. I will let you guys know eventually, maybe even in the next video, or at least the next 1 or 2 videos, how I got out of my slump and how this book is and everything. I'm gonna start pumping out the book vlogs again, start pumping out just vlogs in general again. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. They're linked down in the description as always. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see and talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!